The day my fiance's family publicly humiliated me in front of 300 wedding guests, I wished the ground would open and swallow me. But what happened 20 minutes later left the entire hall speechless, including me. My name is Amara, and this is the story of how the people who mocked my poverty ended up begging for my forgiveness. It happened on my wedding day. The church was full. The decorations were beautiful. The choir was singing. Everything was perfect, until my future mother-in-law stood up. At first, I thought she wanted to give a blessing. Instead, she grabbed the microphone and destroyed my life. Before this wedding continues, she announced, "Everyone deserves to know who this girl really is." The room fell silent. I felt my stomach tighten. My fiancé looked confused. His father looked nervous, but his mother looked determined, like someone who had been waiting for this moment. She pointed directly at me. "This girl grew up in poverty." Murmurs spread across the church. "Her mother sold vegetables by the roadside." More whispers. "She owns nothing. She comes from nothing. And she wants to marry into our family." I stood frozen, humiliated, unable to speak. Then she smiled, a cruel smile, and said the words I will never forget. "My son deserves better." The church exploded with whispers. Some people looked shocked. Others looked embarrassed. A few even laughed. I searched for my fiancé. I needed him to stop this, to defend me, to say something, anything. Instead, he sat there silently, looking at the floor. And in that moment, my heart broke, because I realized I was standing alone. My mother, sitting in the front row, began crying. That hurt more than the insults. My mother had worked her entire life to raise me. She sold vegetables under the hot sun. She skipped meals. She sacrificed everything. And now she was being mocked for being poor. I wanted to walk out. I wanted to disappear. Then something unexpected happened. A man entered the church. Nobody knew him. He was dressed in an expensive suit. Confident, calm, professional. He walked directly to the altar. The entire church watched in confusion. Even the pastor looked surprised. Then the man asked a question. "Is there an Amara Okeke here?" My heart nearly stopped. "That's me." He nodded. Then he opened a leather briefcase. And everything changed. "My name is Barrister Michael Adeyemi." The church became completely silent. "I represent the estate of Chief Emmanuel Okeke." The name meant nothing to me. I had never heard it before. The lawyer continued, "We have spent 7 years searching for his only surviving heir." I frowned. Surely there was some mistake. Then he looked directly at me. "There is no mistake." The lawyer explained that years earlier, a wealthy businessman had died overseas. His family line had nearly disappeared. Investigators spent years tracing relatives, searching records, following family connections, until they finally found me. The entire church stared. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. Then the lawyer said the sentence that changed my life forever. "Miss Amara, you have inherited everything." The church erupted. People gasped. Others stood up. My future mother-in-law's face turned pale. The lawyer continued reading. Several properties, large investments, company shares, millions in assets. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Neither could anyone else. The woman who had mocked me minutes earlier suddenly looked terrified. Then something happened that I never expected. My fiancé finally stood up, not to defend me, not to apologize, but to smile. A smile that made my stomach turn. Because I suddenly realized something. He wasn't happy for me. He was happy about the money. And that realization hurt more than everything his mother had said. Within minutes, the entire atmosphere changed. Guests who ignored me suddenly wanted to talk. Relatives who looked down on me suddenly smiled. The same people who mocked my mother were now praising her. But I wasn't paying attention to them. I was watching my fiancé. And the more I watched him, the more I realized I didn't know him at all. Then he walked toward me, reached for my hand, and said words that changed the course of the entire wedding. Words that exposed who he truly was. And when I heard them, I made a decision that nobody in that church saw coming. Not the guests, not the pastor, not even the lawyer. And that decision would leave the entire church stunned.